Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordina. We are back for more Pathfinder Kingmaker in Last Azlanti mode. So we are going to do some slight kingdom management here at the start. And before doing that, we're also going to level up our characters. So starting with my character here, Mr. Sorcerer, we're gonna keep leveling up Arcane Trickster. On this part I always have kind of a few doubts on what I'm supposed to take, but I guess I can take some more perception because not really using anything else. It's a bit weird what I'm doing here, but well, don't pay too much attention to what's going on there. We're gonna go for greater spell focus in Conjuration. The spell specialization, I'm still gonna be keeping it in Stinking Cloud. Even though we could go a little bit more on the offensive here, because we are gonna get an offensive spell this time, I still want to have Stinking Cloud a little bit on the higher caster level to help out in controlling the battlefield. And for our level 4 spells, there are some very good spells here. Dimension Door is a very good spell. Greater Invisibility is an amazing spell. Protection from Energy Communal is also very useful. Phantasmal Killer would be cool if we were going for Illusion, which we are not. And that's basically it. So I'm actually going to start by taking Controlled Fireball. So the reason why I'm taking this here is because currently we kind of lack on the offensive spellcasting capabilities on my main character. And Controlled Fireball, what this does is, it is essentially a fireball, but it doesn't affect allies. So even though it says here a controlled fireball deals minimum damage to them, to your allies, and if you are playing on Wrath of the Righteous, you will see that this does deal damage. If memory serves, in Pathfinder Kingmaker, this deals 0 damage to your allies. So I will be taking this one here. And this would be my other option for spell specialization. If I wanted to bump this up to 10d6 instead of 8d6, this would be a way to do it. So yeah, critical spell focus on Conjuration to help out on controlling, and Controlled Fireball for offensive firepower. Moving on to Mr. Jubilost. Level 9, he's gonna get his usual stuff here. And I'm gonna be giving him extra bombs, because we want more bombs right now. Once we have enough, probably, maybe after the next level, I'm gonna start taking other stuff like weapon focus in bombs or improve critical, stuff like that. For right now, I just want more bombs. And we get an additional level 3 spell. Now, you can learn all of this from scroll, so it's not really a major issue what you actually pick. Given that he is a prepared caster and I already kind of have my slots a little bit full, I'm gonna go for something which I don't really see myself using too much, but if I do, it's something that I cast once and it's done. It's gonna be See Invisibility Communal. I'm not even sure if this works as intended or not. There's a lot of interactions in these games, both Pathfinder Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous, that are kind of weird and or buggy when it comes to seeing invisibility, if you should use this, or true seeing, or blind sight, or blind fight. There's a lot of stuff. I will just take this one because we don't really need anything else here. And maybe it will come in handy at some point. Leveling up Ekundayo. So we already have 2 points in Eldritch Archer. We're not going to put any more points there. We're going to continue on with Ranger. So the usual stuff here. I can actually do this. I don't need him in nature, I don't think. Because right now he is our stealth guy. Yeah, this is fine. And for our feat, there are a couple of good options here. So improved critical is obviously a very good choice. Improving the critical range of our weapons, which would naturally go for a longbow. I will actually be going for something different. And it is over here. Shattered Defenses. So we've been kind of building up to this. We picked Dazzling Display in the last feat, which is a prerequisite for Shattered Defenses. So any shaken, frightened, or panicked opponent hit by you this round is flat-footed to your attacks until the end of your next turn. This includes any additional attacks you make this round. It's a very good way to bypass high AC enemies. Now, the trick here is how will you make your enemies shaken, frightened, or panicked? And it actually comes up at a good time because our friend Valerie will be taking care of that. We also get some additional spells, which I'm not even sure if he can cast. Let's see. Nope. I think he needs more wisdom. He doesn't really need anything from this, except maybe Sense Vitals, which would be good. But it's still based on caster levels. It's not going to do much. Yeah, so I'm not really concerned about this. More level ups. We have Valerie. We're going to give her a last level up in Bard, at least for right now. We're going to get Dirge of Doom. A Bard of 8th level or higher can use his performance to foster a sense of growing dread in his enemies, causing them to become shaken. So, this will be an enabler for Shattered Defenses. To be effective, an enemy must be within 30 feet and able to see and hear the Bard's performance. The effect persists for as long as the enemy is within 30 feet and the Bard continues the performance. Now, something very important to notice here, there is no saving throw to this. So, as long as the enemy is not immune to shaken, he will be shaken. There's no saving throw, there's nothing that will make this fail. So it's a very, very good way to have a guaranteed source of shaken for the entire combat. I'm gonna keep on giving her perception as the main skill here, and then honestly I'm just gonna do this. Don't think it matters too much. For our feats, I believe I'm gonna be giving her weapon focus, because I think I also want to start kind of building towards Shattered Defenses on her as well. And I'm gonna go for Bastard Sword. This is gonna be the weapon of choice for her. We're gonna get a nice Bastard Sword eventually. Right now we don't really have one, but eventually we will. And for our level 3 spell, I'm gonna be taking Displacement. It's gonna help her out a lot and also help out other characters in the party in case it's needed. Very good defensive spell, as we've seen. And I also can level up Tristan, which is kind of interesting. Doesn't really matter. I'm just leveling him up to see if he reaches a point where he gets an additional wisdom point. You can go for Spell Focus Evocation, why not? Okay. And I think that's all of our level ups done. The only thing I need to worry about here is Mr. Jubilost. We're gonna give him an additional level 1 spell. And I think I'm gonna give him... So this one makes it so that bombs can only hit the direct target, they do not splash. However, the bomb deals its base damage plus double your intelligence modifier instead of just its base damage plus your intelligence modifier. Okay. And we also have Bomber's Eye. While in effect, increase the range of alchemist's bombs and alchemical weapons by 10 feet. In addition, you receive a +1 insight bonus on attack rolls made with thrown weapons. I think I prefer this one. So, give me that. Level 2 stays the same. Level 3, I'm gonna put in See Invisibility Communal. I could also just give him an additional haste, but I'm gonna try this out and see if it actually makes any kind of difference. And that's all. So, level ups are done, let's go take care of our kingdom here. So, as a refresher, we have 31 days and 21 hours for the next attack on the Bald Hilltop. These are all... Oh, occupy 8 slots on the capital grid, that's right. I also needed to put in some buildings here. And I think we should have some that are free. No. Oh, I think maybe Lindsay can only be placed when we reach city status. Okay, so what can I do here? I have piers, I have bulletin board, I have a shrine. So if I want to fill this up, Smithy gives more economy adjacent to a shop gives additional economy when adjacent to a tavern, and I believe a tavern is for a longhouse. Okay, so let me see here. I have 174. Longhouse. Isn't there also a brewery? There is. +1 to loyalty when located in a settlement with a windmill, and stability when located in a settlement with a tavern. Doesn't need to be adjacent. Okay. So tavern can go over here. Shop can go over here, and smithy can go over here. Okay, we now have 6 buildings occupied. I will place a brewery. Let's say over here. And how? Oh, okay. I already have 8 slots. How? It says 7 out of 10. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do have 8. What? Maybe the Piers doesn't... Okay, whatever. It's it's done. It's done. Not gonna bother anymore with this. I have a region to take care of. I can use a storyteller. Nice. Insufficient funds. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I will purchase the BP for this. So I need 275, which means 275... No. I hate this interface. 22,000 gold. It hurts. Okay, so I will be spending 14 days here. This is for ranking up people. So you can take this one here, 14 days. And you can take this one here, 21 days. Let's claim the Camelands. We're gonna get an additional artisan. So we even have to go there right now to speak with the artisan. Okay, cool. Now, how does this work? Triumph, cool. Success, cool. So I would like to place a settlement. This doesn't seem useful to me. I always place it here. It's very close to the main barony, but whatever. I always do it. I'm gonna do it still. 50 BP, done. Let's check out our events. A nasty rumor. Tristian can take care of this. Storyteller can take care of this one. Okay, so go and go. Ha! Rebuild into a lively town. It's time to grow and evolve. Okay, I can wait for this one. I don't think I have any rush to do this. The rank ups are for Tristian and for Jubilost and for Rigongar. Alright. So everything that can be done is being done. We are going to go and check out our new place in the Camelands. Do I have any trash to sell? I don't think so. Let's go. Oh, sorry, Teller, wait. I think we have some stuff for him from the Tenebrous Depths. I've brought some relics. Okay. Ooh, nice. 4,000 gold. Whoa. Restore the necklace of double crosses. Cool. Don't remember what this one does. This amulet grants its wearer a +4 bonus to trickery, stealth, and mobility skill checks. Their melee attacks against flat-footed opponents deal 2d6 sneak attack damage. That's cool. When an ally moves away from the wearer in battle, the amulet forces the wearer to make an attack of opportunity against that ally. Oh, never you mind. This sucks. So, I'm curious if this stacks... because it says bonus. It doesn't say what kind of bonus. So since it's untyped, I'm going to assume that it stacks. So for example, Trickery, we have a +5 from Competence. It does stack. Yep. Also to Stealth. Is that it? And I don't have to worry about the other section because he doesn't have attacks of opportunity because he's always using a ranged weapon. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's get out of here. Oh, you leveled up, Rigongard. Nice. So you must be close as well. Oh. So our friend here is gonna go for Dragon Disciple number 2. Additional 2 to strength, very nice. Arcane Spellcasting, just continuing his progression in his spellcasting, basically. And we get a Dragon Bite. So I'm gonna put some points into Athletics, and then I don't really even know what else I'm gonna put them on. Take more perception. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. So here we get a feat at level 9. Arcane Spellcasting and also a Bloodline feat selection. What do I want is the question. So I have Dodge, Improved Unarmed Strike. I'm guessing I have Crane Style over here. Yes, I do. Then I have Outflank. I could go for Weapon Focus on a weapon of my choice, which I believe it's going to be Scimitars at some point. But I don't have to lock myself into that just yet. Blind Fight I'm probably going to be taking from my Bloodline feat selection. Yep. Spellcasting is from Eldritch Scion, but my generic feat... I think it's gonna be Weapon Focus. Let me actually think about this a little bit, and I will be right back. And I am back. So it didn't actually take too long. I looked over this once again. I was looking over the level ups, and my choice is actually gonna be the Weapon Focus on Scimitar, because there will be a really cool Scimitar later on for him to use, which I think ties in very well with his character. It's a bit later, but other than that, we don't really have a lot more, you know, obvious choices. I could start working on something like combat reflexes and seize the moment, stuff like that, but I also think that Weapon Focus is gonna open up ability for me to also go into Shattered Defenses at some point, if I want it. I will also want to use, likely, Crane Wing, which gives me 4 dodge bonus to AC against melee attacks, but this one requires a free hand. And not sure if I've mentioned this before in another video, but this is bugged right now. Crane Wing works on every weapon in the game, even if it's a two-handed weapon. So if I pick this right now, I would be receiving the 4 dodge bonus to AC, even though I'm using the Great Hammer, and I don't want to exploit that. So I will go for the Scimitar here. Blind Fight from my Bloodline selection, and, you know, Arcane Spellcasting is gonna come from here. So just to explain why I'm picking Blind Fight here. So in melee, every time you miss because of concealment, you can re-roll your mischance percentile roll 1 time to see if you actually hit. So you have 2 chances to try and hit somebody that's concealed. An invisible attacker gets no advantages related to hitting you in melee. That is, you don't lose your dexterity bonus to armor class, and the attacker doesn't get the usual +2 bonus for being invisible. The invisible attacker's bonuses do still apply for range attacks, however. You also gain immunity to gaze attacks. So there's a lot to like here. Offensively, you get this, which is nice. You can re-roll a miss. Although at some point we're probably going to be having True Sight cast on him, so this is redundant. But it will be good for right now. Also very cool, if somebody is invisible and attacking you, you no longer lose AC. So you're essentially tankier versus those enemies. And, even more important, you are immune to gaze attacks. Now, later on in this game, there will be some enemies which are able to essentially one-shot anybody in your party that is not protected from gaze attacks. In this case, a Medusa. A Medusa can just turn a character into stone if you fail a fortitude saving throw, I believe. And if you do, that character is gone. Unless, okay, of course, you have a stone to flesh scroll, which I think Kingmaker also has. But, for example, if it's your main character, it's just game over. You just lose the game. And blind fight, especially with this immunity here, on the frontline characters is very important. Not only for Medusas, but even later on, there will be another class of enemies which are very annoying, that also have a gaze attack that will just stun lock your characters. Making yourself straight up immune to this is awesome. So, blind fight over here. And we get an additional level 3 spell, which I don't think it really even matters. So I will go for Vampiric Touch, if we start using touch attacks eventually. Vampiric Touch is a nice one. So again, as a summary, Vampiric Touch, new spell, we get Blind Fight and Weapon Focus on Scimitar, which we will not be making use of just yet. We have a Breath Weapon of lightning damage, which is cool, a straight line. Dragon Resistances, giving us a +1 natural armor bonus, so making us tankier. We get Fear, +2 to Strength, and a Dragon Bite. All of this is coming from level 2 Dragon Disciple, plus this one. So all of this is Dragon Disciple 2. Very, very good. He is done, and I think Cordina is about to level as well. Okay. Let's not get sidetracked anymore. Why is this here? Okay, wait. Do you have one? No. Do you have one? No. Whoop. Take it. Okay, so let's check out our new region. I forgot to build a bulletin board, but I will do that when we get back to our barony, I think. To the shambling steps we go. I think this artisan is the orc, or the half-orc. Yeah, Varask. So this guy is sad because he lost his tools, or they were stolen or something. He says he's useless like this because he's a blacksmith. And what we can do is we come over here to the trader. And we purchase his tools for 50 gold, which is more than sensible. I'm gonna sell some stuff here as well. The S-Stock. Wasn't there something else that I wanted to sell? I don't remember. Okay, whatever. Go back to him. Here are your tools. 3,600 experience just for that, which is very cool. Cordina leveled up. We will check out her level up in a second as well. And I think that that's all from this region, right? Oh, no, it's not. There's another one. Nazriel. Okay, I'm gonna skip over all of this. Who are you? And I do agree to make a deal with you, because I think if you don't agree, you don't get any weapons from this artisan here. So, yeah, let's agree. Just free experience all over the place.
I will guide.
We will go back to our barony. Actually, I have to check how long I still have for the Bald Hilltop event. I think it's pretty close. Okay, I have 3 days. Alright, so let me look over this level up. We want the same skills here. And for this part, again, I'm gonna pause the video to look over our choices and I will be right back with the level up. Okay, and we're back. Now, I'm not even really sure if I'm doing the right thing here, but I'm kind of exploring my options. Given that she is basically building as an archer, and she has point-blank shot, precise shot, she also has rapid shot. I'm feeling like this spell focus evocation might not have been the best choice. I mean, it will still pay off later on. I still want to continue going for greater spell focus evocation at some point. But I think right now I was kind of deciding between weapon focus on longbows. I'm actually going to go for many shot. Because now we have the prerequisite for this. We have rapid shot, we have base attack bonus 6. So we can pick this one. So when making a full attack with the bow, your first attack fires 2 arrows. Just extra pew pew. We get new level 5 spells. Very cool. Which we will look into right now. We have an additional level 2 spell. What would I like to take here? I could take another remove paralysis. I could also just take a restoration lesser. Just thinking. I guess I'll take another one of these. Level 3 remains the same, level 4 remains the same, level 5. On level 5 we have something really cool, which is Vine Trap. And this is basically like a hold person, but it holds any kind of enemy. Let me just look at this. This is Reflex, 1 round per level. Paralyzed and entangled, though a successful reflex save negates the paralysis. Each following round, the subject may attempt a new saving throw to end both the paralysis and the entangle effects. They also suffer damage. But I think for the most part, we don't have spell focus in conjuration, so not gonna go for this. Give me a second, please. And I'm back. So yeah, it's a cool effect, but since we're not focused on conjuration, I don't think it's worth taking here. So for our domain slot, I'm gonna go for Burst of Glory. This one, what it does is like a combat buff, basically. Or does this one? No. Yeah, so allies in the area of this spell at the time of casting gain a +1 sacred bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear effects, +1 temporary hit point per caster level. It's only 1 round per level, as we saw, but we have to fit in our domain slot here, and I don't really enjoy domination effects. Not because it's bad, it's just that I don't enjoy domination spells. Don't ask me why, but I'm not gonna take them. And now, for our remaining slots here. There's actually a lot of good stuff here. We have Breath of Life, which can be very, very good. So if one of your characters goes down, this is like a quick resurrect that you can do. If you resurrect them within 2 rounds, that's the hard part about this. Angelic Aspect is also very, very cool. You take on aspect of an angelic being, including some of its physical characteristics. You gain resistance to acid and cold 10 and DR 5 except evil. You also gain a +2 deflection bonus to AC and a 2 resistance bonuses on saves against attacks made or effects created by evil creatures. In addition, your natural weapons and any weapons you wield are considered good aligned for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. It's a very cool spell, so I think I'm going to take it right now. Then we also have Cleanse, which is very useful, but doesn't really take the spot of others. Raise Dead as a resurrect, naturally. Flame Strike is an offensive nuke spell. True Seeing, to make it so that one of your characters does not have to worry about concealment. So we can see here, you can see the exact location of creatures or objects under blur or displacement effects. And he also sees invisible creatures normally. So, very cool to bypass those things also. We have Break Enchantment. This is something I usually take, but I don't think it really works the way it should, or I'm just dumb. This spell frees victims from enchantments, transmutations, and curses. Break Enchantment can reverse even an instantaneous effect. For each such effect, you make a caster level check, blah blah blah. If you succeed, you break the curse. If you don't, well, it doesn't work. And it will only work on spells of 5th level or lower. So what do I want here? I think I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna say it right now, because I imagine somebody is gonna mention this in the comments eventually. I will probably never use this. And the reason for it is because I forget that I have it, or it doesn't apply to the problem I have at the hand at the moment. So yeah, if you see me not using this, that's why. I will still take it to try and use it. I know it's counterintuitive. See if I can find a use for it in the upcoming levels. And if I don't, I will just swap it for either Breath of Life or probably True Seeing. Okay, so this is our level up for Cordina. Level 5 spells are unlocked. These are our current choices. And we are going to go back into our barony. Very soon we're gonna have the Bald Hilltop event, so I can no longer spend time ranking up my companions or stuff like that. We have to be careful with that. Okay, so 49 build points. Let's build a bulletin board. Done. You guys are occupied. Yeah, I'm not in a rush to do this. So I feel like I'm simply going to skip time. Troublemakers. Problem. Rigongar messed them up. There we go. Rotten beasts. The cursed Bald Hilltop makes its presence felt once more. Maddened forest beasts, horribly warped by magical putrescence, are emerging from the forest and attacking our peasants and travelers. These attacks have already disrupted trade and damaged the harvest. If they are allowed to continue, the consequences will be dire. So this is irrelevant. We have to send somebody to take care of this. And like I've mentioned before, I believe it doesn't really matter, the success chance. I might be saying this wrong, but I think it doesn't matter. I think you will always auto-succeed this. So send in Valerie, and we will also make our way there. I am going to rest, however, so that we have access to our level... Oh, okay, never mind, it's already done. Let's go then. I will want to put this... here. Okay. The other thing that I'm considering is swapping Rigongar's cloak. Given that now he has a dragon bite. So he has this one. Oh, why do you even have this one? It doesn't stack. Okay, I forgot he had this. I'm gonna give him the Cloak of the Winter Wolf. Whenever the wearer of this cloak makes a successful bite attack, it deals additional 1d6 cold damage and trips the target. I'm not sure if this is an automatic trip or if they have to save. I imagine they can save against it. But another source of trip is gonna be very, very, very cool. To the Bald Hilltop we go. This is because we sent Valerie to take care of that problem. And yeah, as you can see here, this stuff is showing, which means that there will be a fight here. And as usual, for the Bald Hilltop, you want to buff with every single thing you have. So we will.
Any brilliant ideas?
Does anyone require my counsel?
Okay, medium duration. And the reason why I typically take this spell is precisely because of dryads and fae and stuff like that. Because if they confuse your characters, this is a way you can break that confusion. If she overcomes the spell check, basically. Okay, so you now have this.
A reckoning is
You now have this, which I can put over here. Okay.
My skills are
You have this, which probably won't matter at all.
I will see this through.
I want you to get Angelic Aspect. And bear with me, because we do need to fix this here. So medium duration, new spell, the caster will be Cordina, the spell will be level 5. And it's not showing, I think it's because we don't have them available right now. Okay, so I'll do this later. So that will will come into play. And for the short duration buffs,
I'm up for an adventure.
we're gonna go for what?
Be on guard. Where to now?
You want that. And let me see. I'm going to cast Displacement on my leopard. On yourself.
I'm listening.
Valerie, also get Displacement on yourself, my lady. And you can cast Displacement on the doggy. Alright.
Restless.
Now we can haste everybody.
I will not
Cordina can get... Oh, no, no, no. I forgot about this. Let's get Guarded Earth first. In any case, we already have haste.
Our time.
We're gonna get Burst of Glory. And move in.
There are many roads to success.
I am yours to command.
Sing. I am also going to make...
Give
Wait,
the
why aren't you fighting defensively, woman? Something very strange happened there. But alright. You also need your armor, but get this over here, Sense Vitals. Okay. I'm just considering if I want to change up what I'm doing here. Because now I have Dirge of Doom, which means I can do this instead. And you can come over here. Okay. I think for right now I'm gonna go for Inspire Courage still. And Leopard goes in front, Doggy goes in front.
I stand
Give me
ready.
some skeletons. And let's go.
Let's finish them quick.
Bear-like Trent, a quick boar. These are fine. We're gonna start tossing some force bombs. Ekundayo is shooting. Okay. We have to be careful with invisible enemies in case they decide to show up. I'm gonna get a Stinking Cloud over here. And I'm trying to hit this area over here, which is where usually the Fae comes out of the portal. If there is a Fae, of course. Okay, so Cordina has caster skeletons. Let's move up. Okay, killed one. Dire Venom Wolf, that's fine. We have more Dire Venom Wolves. And I guess I can cast Prayer right now, even if it's just to benefit my own characters. Doggy, stop being confused. Stinking Cloud being awesome. Let's double up on this. Smilodon like Trent. I would prefer that Rigongar not tank this. Blinding Beauty, there we go. So we see a lot of fortitude saves here because we are in guarded earth. Let me check. Yeah, we have a plus 20, but you see the difficulty class is 27. It is no joke. Did somebody fail? I think everybody succeeded their their save. Lost sister, this bitch. So Blinding Beauty. This ability affects all humanoids within 30 feet of a nymph. Those who look directly at the nymph must pass a DC 21 fortitude save or be permanently blinded. A nymph can then freely suppress or resume this affliction as a free action. The save DC is charisma based. How much do you have of fortitude? Plus 10. So this should actually hit quite nicely. You are going for that. Jubilost. She has 15 reflex. Let's try and hit the Smilodon. And like I was saying, I would like my Leopard to tank this, not Rigongar or Valerie. So I'm gonna move them over there, and I'm gonna move the Leopard over there. And you start shooting her. Okay, good. The Leopard is on him. Everybody else focus on the Lost Sister. She is under the effect of Stinking Cloud. Good. I think Jubilos just tripped the guy. Yeah, he's tripped. Which means they are dead. And that is the Bald Hilltop event done. We get an Amulet of Natural Armor +2. Who would get this? Cordina probably. Okay. Other than that, no major item to be picked up here, as we just saw. I think there's nothing else to be done. Did anybody get hit? No, everybody's at one. Pardon me, at 100% HP. Awesome. But yeah, it's really annoying to me that those Fae can just have a passive ability that blinds everybody in the area permanently without even needing to cast. It's just passive. And that's not even the worst one. I think there's also another one that forces you to stand still or be fascinated or something like that. Hello, Valerie. I think this is just regular stuff. As I see it, the shepherd is right. The cow belongs to him and it must be returned to the owner. Okay. So let's go with her opinion. The shepherd is right, so return the cow to the shepherd. And let's check out what else we have. So she dealt with this. We succeeded in the Regent Dementor presence. And now we have heeding the poor and weak. Paying attention to the community and heeding every call of distress, the Regent resolves problems with a +1 bonus. That's actually quite nice. We also have rank ups, which I can use Valerie for. Because I believe that my quest is just waiting. Yeah, await a report. Okay, so yeah, let's keep on ranking up. We now get part 3. Success, triumph, success, triumph. He failed. Success. We rebuilt the Temple of the Elk. A new region to claim, the North Gnarl Marshes. We're gonna have to pay for this as well. We have somebody waiting in the castle. Monster sightings. Undead... that sucks. I'll use one. Okay. Do that, do that. Throne room. I beg pardon for the intrusion, Your Grace, but I'm afraid I have bad news. Magic beasts are attacking people across the country. No one knows where they come from, but if the situation continues to develop as it has, it may pose a serious problem. Fortunately, there is good news as well. The Embath Travelers have offered their help to fight the monsters. I expect this would be a good opportunity to invite some guests from neighboring countries to join the hunt. Would you mind that? Oh, this is for the monster hunt quest. Okay. Let me just skip over these. Okay, so yeah, good idea. Invite the guests. We want this. We now have the hunting lodge revealed. I think that this quest is timed. Trician's face glows with happiness. We made it! The second curse attack was repelled, and the grateful citizens of the barony have a special reward for you. Nice money. Trician looks at you thoughtfully and sighs. Unfortunately, I must bring you bad news again. The Bald Hilltop lays silent for the moment, but another attack is certain to come soon. I don't have anything useful to add. The locals are either oblivious to the curse's origins or they are too scared to talk. I'd be better off reading ancient books on curses. Do we still have nothing on this curse? Well, nothing that can help us contain it. Once every few months it drives nearby animals, monsters and other beasts insane, sending them into a bloodthirsty rampage. I don't know what action we can take on this. The only way I can help is by roughly predicting when the next attack will begin. Forgive me, Cordant. Don't be so hard on yourself, Tristan. Even knowing when to get ready is an important thing to do. I don't know how we'd handle these attacks if they happen without warning. Let's just be a good person. Lindsay is right, you're too hard on yourself, Tristan. Tristan lowers his head. Thank you, your support means much to me. Looks like we don't have a choice then. We'll wait and prepare for the next attack. Tristan just nods, looking down gloomily. Okay, so as usual, we have to wait for the next event.
Hunting together with foreign guests not only helped solve the problem of rapidly multiplying magical animals, it also improved our relationships with our neighbors. But little did we know that this innocent fun would be the start of a real catastrophe.
Indeed, this looks menacing and dangerous. So, let's see. Talk to Tristan is done. So we have taken care of the Ancient Curse Part 2. Now we have Part 3. We have 278 days for this. The second attack from the curse was much stronger than the first. What should we expect next? Who or what will the barony face next? So get ready for anything. Nothing else special. Talk to Tristan, we just did. We know nothing about this curse, except that it makes different creatures attack our barony from time to time. Well, even this meager knowledge is better than nothing at all. At least we've been warned about the next attack and have time to prepare for it properly. Alright, and we also have Season of Bloom, an amusement for the nobles. This is I think the main quest or the main section for this next chapter. As if we hadn't enough trouble with bandits and trolls, a new calamity has befallen our country. No one knows from where, but countless magical beasts have appeared. Hydras, wyverns, hairy things with bird heads, all sorts of monsters arrive to upend the normal lives of our subjects. Deciding to combine business with pleasure, that is, combine diplomacy with killing monsters, our baron wanted to partake in a favorite pastime of nobles everywhere, the hunt. Nobles from Pitax and Mivon joined in, and some Embath travelers volunteered to be the huntsmen. Embath Forest teems with different monsters and, fortunately, grows far away from our borders. So yeah, we have to meet the huntsman in the hunting lodge. This is a place that was revealed to us in the map right now. The hunt will take place on a nameless highland in the Canelands, where several monsters, each of unbelievable size, unrivaled ferocity and unprecedented rapacity, have set their lairs. The huntsman and the guests have gathered in a lodge near the hunting grounds, and it's time for us to join them. Alright, so this is basically the only new thing we have besides the Ancient Curse Part 3. So we'll have to focus on that. Though we will still likely first try to claim that region. I have to check if this quest is timed because, or I should say, I know that this quest is timed, I just don't remember the time limit. So I have to check it. Is there something here I might want to sell? Keen Sickle, this can go away. And I guess you can go away as well, man. I'm not using you. Okay. So what's happening at Middle-earth? Success, success, and nothing else really. Okay, so the next region is the North Gnarl Marshes, which we will want to take care of. I also want to check, because we spoke with the artisans. Ah, right. Okay, I remember now. We have to build the house for the artisans. I did forget to do that. As usual. So Nazriel's weapon shop and Varask's weapon shop. We want to build these two as soon as possible. They give +1 to economy when adjacent to a tavern or a longhouse. So I can do like this for Varask, and I can do this for Nazriel's. I can even put a tavern over there, a longhouse over there. We already have the bulletin board. Okay, good. And I think I'm gonna need to buy some more building points so that I can continue, you know, capturing regions and doing other projects. Does this say if it's timed? No. Okay, so let me just check this. Be right back. Okay, so yeah. I went to investigate, and even though it doesn't say anything here, this quest is timed. And this is something that a lot of people fail by not knowing this, and I wish the game would say, you know, this fails on date X or Y. But, you know, if you use common sense based on guests waiting for you, they're not gonna wait forever, but yeah, this fails. And my understanding, if information I saw is correct, it seems like we have until there are 260 days left. So basically we have 18 days to get this done. Now, naturally, I'm not going to wait here and try to find out if that information is accurate or not. What I'm going to be doing is I will be going there as soon as I can. So essentially, that is going to be our next objective. Everything we have here is done. All of the quests we have are something that we have to wait for, or we have to buy building points, and I don't want to spend all of my gold on building points just yet. I would prefer to also gain some naturally. And you know, I do need the extra region, which also costs money. Right, this is yeah, 225. So it's gonna set me back some more 1,000 gold before I can even think of going for stuff like this. But yeah. So I do believe that we are gonna prepare for this quest. Oh, Artisan. Hello. Sartain. Ah, right, I think this is the quest. Okay, so who are you? Tell me about her. Does she mistreat you? What gifts are you talking about? I'll see what I can do. Okay. He just basically gives you a quest because I think he lost the weapon she was gonna give us. Nazriel's greatest creation. So Master Nazriel from Camelands was granted an official contract and promised to create a magnificent blade specially for the Baron. However, the Elven Lady is off to a bad start. So talk to Nazriel about the missing apprentice. Master Nazriel's apprentice got into trouble, but she was in no hurry to report to the Baron. It looks like she's afraid of the consequences. According to Nazriel's apprentice, Sartain, the other apprentice made off with the gift meant for the Baron. This strange case must be discussed with the Elven Lady. So we will have to go back to our village and speak with Nazriel. Okay, nothing here, nothing there. Looks fine. I'm gonna see if I can do this now. Oh, and here it is. Right here, the hunting lodge. But I'm gonna try and see if I can do this now before I forget, because otherwise, between this episode and the next one, I'm gonna forget about what I want to do. So, Cordina is the caster. The spell is level 5. Ah, there we go. So, Angelic Aspect. And I'm not sure if I need a target, because this is a personal spell. But let's just say target the caster itself. Finish. Yeah, okay, so Angelic Aspect, target self, awesome. And I also want from Jubilost a level 3 spell. What the heck? Well, I want this one. Oh no, this is for the long duration spells. This one here. Jubilost. Why am I also seeing the ones from Cordina? Okay, whatever. So, see Invisibility Communal. This is... Wait. This should also be long duration, right? 10 minutes per level. Yeah, it should. It should. Okay. So, we are in the medium duration, so let's actually cancel this. This is correct. So, save queue. Now we go for long duration. New spell, caster. Jubi. Spell, level 3. I think I have to select this, right? Aha. Okay. So, protection from arrows, communal. I can only do one at a time. Okay. The target's gonna be self, finish. Okay. And then new spell, caster. Or just this, selected cast. What is this? Ah, caster. Jubi. Selected caster, which is Jubilost. And see Invisibility Communal. And the target is himself. Phew, okay. Not the best UI, but it works. Save queue, save. Our queues are up to date. Okay, and I think this is a good spot for us to end the episode. Our next objective is going to be to go... Before going to the hunting lodge, I want to continue the artisan quest. It's more important. And it's really close by, so there's no reason not to do this before going there. Talk to Nazriel, try and complete the quest, and after that we're going to go to the hunting lodge. So, as usual, my friends, I want to thank you all for being here with me in the channel, watching some Pathfinder Kingmaker. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Questions, suggestions, you know what to do, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more, many more videos coming out soon, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Until then, stay safe everyone.